Hey guys, and welcome to Legends Gaming. Today I present, we're doing Wrathion, my guild Twisted Sanity. Now this is a really fun fight. It's a two-phase fight. First phase is basically him just on the ground, you're attacking him and stuff like that. He flies around at certain points in the fight where you have to like be on the side of the room. And then you want to be avoiding the big old fire that comes across the floor. It's a really cool fight, like I said. It's a very cool encounter. First boss is Ny'alotha, the new Waking City raid. It's a very cool raid. It's a massive raid. There's 12 bosses in it. There's a lot of trash to go through now. We're taking a look at Wrathion today. Like I said, Wrathion's a very good fight. It's very kind of boring sometimes, kind of not really. Tanks have a pretty easy job. You take two stacks and swap. It's pretty simple for tanks. And there's that Galbast right there. You have to avoid. It's not too bad to hit too hard. Excuse me. And this is the part of the fight where he will fly to the across the room, and you gotta go to the gotta find a safe zone basically. Once you find a safe zone, you gotta get in there and try not to get by the big fire. It happens sometimes, but like I said, yeah. So this is the first phase. Basically, he just stays on the ground, and then he'll go into a second phase where he drops down scales, and you'll have to stand on those scales, and you have to soak these spikes that come across the ground. Now, the coolest thing about this fight is anybody can do it. You just gotta, have mobility. I think on higher difficulties, it'll all be survivability, stuff like that. Soaking the scales so they don't die. But I'm not sure yet. We're gonna have to see how hard the damage is. Heroic. Sorry about that, guys. Getting tired. But yeah, he's a really cool boss fight. And then, like I said, this is the phase. He should be coming up soon where he'll swap. He'll go completely immune, and you have to like soak these things, and yeah, soak the scales, and it's a lot of fun. Like I said, get out of the Galbast. It's a good fight. I really can't wait to see it on a higher difficulty. Hopefully it goes pretty well. But yeah, this guys I'm running with is Twisted Sanity. This is our kill on Wrathion. It was, like I said, it was very good. A lot of these guys I play with are very good players, and that's always fun to do and run with. But yeah, it's a pretty easy fight. I mean, not too difficult. Kind of boring, like I said. I think that if they'd added a little more mechanics to the fight, it'd have been a little more challenging. I'm not saying it's not challenging, but it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't seem as like it could be. It could be a lot more to it than we've seen in previous raid bosses. On first bosses, I mean, like look at what's it called? The guy in Legion. That guy was pretty cool. The first boss of Argus, he was a pretty cool boss. But yeah, this is the phase where this is what I'm talking about. Phase 2 has got spikes you got to soak. Everybody's supposed to kill the spikes, and the ones in front are soaked by the people who take the spikes. But yeah, he's a pretty cool fight. Like I said, it can be boring at some points. Kind of more just tanks DPSing. I mean, as long as the tanks are swapping and they know what they're doing. Like I said, I run this tank tonight, and he's a really badass tank, so we are pretty on point with our swaps. But other than that, it's just like that's all you do. You just sit there and swap, sit there and swap. It's like it's not. But there's a lot of fights that later in the raid, and I found this out there tonight was like on Vexion. Well, there night I was running. I ran on my monk just to see if I could see more fights. And Vexion is actually like a really kind of like tank, gotta be on point phase where, tanks. I mean, me and my other tank we were on point on that fight, but it's a little annoying because you have to pick up ads and all this stuff. It's just annoying. But it's not too bad. And like I said, this raid is pretty decent. Like they did a good job on it, and the fact that it's massive is even better. Like we even get to see Il'gynoth's return. Rodden, we have to fight. He's basically just corrupted. But yeah, it's a really cool raid, and I'm really glad that I've gotten into a good raid team that all on point, and they needed a tank, so that worked out for me. But I mean, the people I used to run with, they were all on point. It was just we didn't have a lot of people who were helping out with raids and stuff like that, so it kind of made it a little hard to do raids. But yeah, it's a pretty full fight, pretty cool raid. If you get a chance to see it, see it. If you only do Raid Finder, do Raid Finder because you can still see that. I know Raid Finder is a little challenging because ever since Blizzard changed it and made it to where if people in Blizzard and Raid Finder don't do mechanics, even if you get the Sacks of Determination, you're still not going to kill the bosses if you're not doing mechanics. That's just the way it works. And that's how it should work, you know. If people don't do mechanics, you die. That's just how it works. But I'll catch you guys later. I'll be posting another video for Mott and Skitra. Skitra is another fun fight, and so is Mott. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, guys.